Today we're in Greenland, catching the first flight between Nuuk and Iqaluit in Canada, the start of a new era for Air Greenland with lots of change coming up. And we're departing out of the 2-day-old new terminal in Nuuk. We've got a lot of Dash 8 fun for you in the cockpit, in the cabin, and over in Nunavut, Canada. What an amazing day. Stay tuned. This is Nuuk, Greenland, and just over that way, to the west about 500 miles, is Canada. Now, there hasn't been a flight from Greenland to Canada since 2014 when Air Greenland made an attempt to serve Iqaluit for a little while. It didn't work out. But now, today, we're taking the inaugural, the resumption of Nuuk Iqaluit on the Dash 8. It's always a pleasure to be flying with Air Greenland, being in Greenland, and to be here for this momentous day when they resume flights to Iqaluit. Give it another try now with a lot more optimism about the viability of the route, and we're doing it from the brand new terminal in Nuuk. As you see all around me, it's beautiful. It just opened on Monday. The day I got in here was the first day it was operating, and it's still halfway a building site, but it's going to be beautiful. It's such an improvement over the old terminal. And this is part of this big push that's been going on for a few years now to invest in airport infrastructure in Greenland. They're lengthening this runway. It's going to be a 2,200 meter runway. It's almost complete. In November, when it's done, they're going to start bringing the A330 from Copenhagen directly here, cutting out Iqaluit. So it's a really big moment for Greenland in terms of its access to the outside world, and this is a part of that development, doing this westbound flight toward Canada, not pushing everything through Copenhagen for a change, and looking to more potential destinations ahead. There's rumors about other North American destinations once the Nuuk airport opens, and Ilulissat's new runway and airport on the way as well, apparently in 2026, and Cockpit in the south also around that time frame. So we're going to start with Nuuk. That's going to be the big shift this year, and we're here for the very beginning of this terminal being used, the start of this big period of change that runs from this year indefinitely into the future. Super exciting to be a part of it, and there's going to be a little celebration down here, and then we're going to board the flight for roughly 2 hours over to Iqaluit. So should be very exciting. Let's do it.
Nalekkersuisok Erik Jensen Iqaluilas saaquvanga Iqaluilaaruma pungataassummalukingorna alikusarsuisoqalaarumaarpo kafferarpo teeqarpo Yes.
It's so cool to be in a brand new terminal that literally just opened 2 days ago, but it's funny that, you know, there's a cafe here, or there will be eventually, but it's not open yet, and there's a lot of stuff sort of around that has yet to be installed, the final touches. It's totally usable as a terminal, and I guess they have a little passport control set up over here. In fact, the immigration officers just arrived for this only, because every other flight from here is either domestic or within the Schengen zone, so you don't need a passport check. But for Iqaluit, they do. So a few people with politi markings on their shirts just showed up, and they're kind of mingling for now. I guess they'll take their positions over here in the passport control kiosk when we finally get to go in about probably half an hour or so. So funny scene, very unusual sort of airport departure experience. So it's so interesting. This is the only example I know of in the world where the immigration agents come to you, and they actually don't come to everyone. They don't have to check the people who have Schengen area, European, in other words, passports. They're only looking to check anyone who has a foreign passport, non-Schengen, who got stamped into Schengen. Then when they're leaving here for Canada, they have to get stamped out. So unfortunately, because I have the Swedish passport in addition to the American, I didn't get a nice stamp. It's a Danish stamp, in case you were curious, but it does say Iqaluit Nunavut, the Greenlandic name for Greenland, so that's kind of cool. I feel like I missed out on that one. Anyway, great service on the immigration side. Very different from many big airports in the world where you stand in a queue for an hour. Almost time to get on the plane, just waiting for the announcement, and then we'll head out there. One more thing to know, though, is that the ramp here just outside the terminal, which is where the aircraft will park, of course, in the future, just in front, you'll have a nice view of all the airplanes. You're at ground level here with these big windows. They don't have it ready yet for aircraft to actually park here. So the aircraft go and park over by the old terminal, and then they bus us over there. So I wish that we could just walk on out to that beautiful red Dash 8, but a little bus ride, 3 minutes or so, shouldn't be so bad either. Here we are on board another one of these red beauties. I'm in 5A. It's a training flight today, so I may not get as much time up front as I would have liked. I like to be on these things all the time in the jump seat, of course, but it's actually kind of nice to do it as a passenger too, and hopefully we get a few chances to see the views from up there, maybe mount an action camera or two. We'll see. We'll bring you the goods in any case.
Life is amazing!
British Cockpit 771 and request the position of inbound traffic.
Inbound traffic, Greenland 227, job report entering flight information zone inbound from thunderstorm. I will be joining left downwind runway 04.
Excellent.
Stand by for.
Ground lights, caution and warning lights.
Clear.
Clear, cabin secure received. Flight controls checked.
I'll lock you in till further, or V1 9-3, acceleration 700,
Check.
takeoff. Auto alarmed, set power 19.5.
Autopilot engaged, L now, and pitch.
Check. Indicate airspeed selected.
Signs
off.
Gear up, flaps up, pressurization is checked, altimeter set and cross checked, signs off, auxiliary fuel comes on.
Check.
So when you get above 19.5 here, are you still in Reykjavik?
Yeah, we'll get into Reykjavik and then soonly, then we'll enter Oceanic, but that's going to be also on the Gander. Yeah. So basically, you can see the boundary.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever flown into Iqaluit?
Yes, I have. But that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hello, we are passing 120 for flight, climbing for flight level 240.
Roger, code 1955.
We'll go, Greenland 771.
And I heard there's some bad weather heading towards Nuuk as well for tomorrow.
Oh yes. Yeah. It's gonna
Rain
be
and actually close to a hurricane, I think. Like
yeah.
35 meters per second.
Yeah.
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 That's not unusual.
No.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think it's going to be kind of a heavy rain.
Yeah, heavy rain as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vi har et glas alkoholfri champagne.
Nej, jeg drikker bare vand.
Ja, vi drikker bare vand. Det er fint. Would you like some non-alcoholic champagne?
You know, it's okay actually. I can have some when I get back.
Okay.
It's okay.
Ingen nok. Vi har det fint. Okay. Hej. Det virker lidt underligt at sidde, selvom det er non-alcoholic. It's weird to drink champagne, even though it's non-alcoholic. It's
Yeah,
like
exactly. That's so far away from aviation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that feels wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it just does feel very wrong.
Yes.
What's next?
Well, once I'm sure that
Radio.
either they're gonna keep us to the boundary and then we'll be switching to Gander.
Alright.
And then from Gander at 60 west we should start to monitor Quebec radio on the other box, and then passing Musva will be handed to Montreal control.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be nice to try something new. I'm looking forward to this route. We're also really pleased to have this flight as a crew, and we're also very excited what kind of arrangements there is down at the Canadian North.
hvor lokaltiden er 14:32. Vær venligst at blive siddende med sikkerhedsbæltet fastsat, indtil skiltet med sikkerhedsbæltet bliver slukket. Please remember to bring all of your belongings and take an extra look in the seat pocket in front of you. Be careful when opening the compartments above your seat as the hand baggage may fall out. We hope that you have enjoyed the flight today. It has been a pleasure having you with us, and we look forward to seeing you on board again. Thank you and have a nice day.
Goddag Nunavut, Nunavut til Isianartasasi. Goddag mine damer her fra Cockpit. Velkommen til Iqaluit.
What an amazing reception and welcome here. It's unlike anything I would have expected. So nice. All these people cheering as we came out. Everybody's super friendly in immigration. It's a big party here. There's a whole community barbecue happening outside in the parking lot, and we're gonna go check that out. But what an amazing flight, and how cool to be a part of this milestone for Greenland. Resuming these flights to Iqaluit, the start of hopefully much more increased connectivity in all directions around the globe from Greenland, and really a new era for Greenland, I hope. And so honored to be a little part of that on this flight today. Really cool. Thanks for coming along, and we'll catch you next time. Hey, get a nice shot of you exiting. You get to go to the barbecue now, and then you have to head back.
Yeah.
Nice.
How long are you on the ground before you head back?
We are leaving. We should be up on 4.
In an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be C and I, and then in and get the numbers and get ready.
For many years considered there were not enough passengers to maintain the route, but times has changed since then, and we feel that we have basis to reopen the route today. Yeah, that's great. It was quite popular. So, yeah. Education and sports have also expressed need for better connection.
Our culture, our language, our ways of life, and we're connected by family, as we're seeing here today. And it's an incredible honor to be able to witness and see the first of many to come in terms of rekindling that strong relationship we do have with each other. And with that, I very much would like to thank the incredible people that made it a reality.
In Iqaluit for Flight Radar 24, I'm Gabriel Lee.